Okay, this ain't good. Who is attacking me? GCs? Cool. Let him attack me, I guess.
Incoming missile.
Oh, I don't have a turret. Ow. Why are you following me? Good morning, everybody. I'm Super G-Load, and I am attempting to be a smuggler. And I'm just gonna run away. I'm just gonna run away, run away, run away, run away, run away, run away. Run away and save my life. Run away, because I want to survive. And I wish I had a turret. That would make this so much easier. Okay, they're breaking off. Let's get over here. So I have it on reasonably good authority that there's a jump hole around here to Galileo. If I can get to Galileo Figaro, I can get to Colorado. So maybe it's Galileo, Colorado. Beyond that, I should be able to get to New York. No problem. Like this is an easy smuggling run. And then I don't know. I like I've modded the Outcast, so I kind of... Oh, son of a dick. Leave me alone. I'm a friend.
Incoming missile.
They don't believe me. They do not believe me. I can outrun you because I have a slightly better afterburner than you guys do. I don't think they're gonna give up. Alright, boys. Although I may get... I'm not sure if I'm taking any damage on my shields. I have to check that. Like, I want to see if I can mod the shields to be like... different type of weapons affect shields more or less, so it'd be kind of interesting if I could make a shield that resists all weapon types through modding. However, I don't think this is an option in this game, but I could just give it like a lot of HP or a lot of resistance. But I don't know. The Order shield needs some work. On the other hand, how am I being invincible? So, there's that. That's a thing.
Warning, sensor efficiency reduced.
Good. Maybe they won't see me. And then maybe after I'm done this, I'll have to do some grinding to get the... if I get... Oh, great. Leave me alone. I just want to do a little bit of smuggling. Make some coin. Because I spent all my money bribing people so that they'd like me. Okay. Where is...
I'm reading a new bandit on the scope. Attack! I copy. I've got a bandit in my sights.
Enemy target locked. Engaging bounty hunters. Black 2.
Objective reached. Dock.
overshot the jump gate, that's alright.
I've got a visual on hostile target running on. I'm taking hostile fire here. Got visual.
Okay.
My target is taking fire.
Alright, there's the Colorado jump hole.
Go to.
And radiation damage. Yeah, okay, so I'm traveling through radiation cloud for a while. That's just great. I can go to Kepler. So, yeah, there's no real closer way to do this. So yeah, this is how the smuggling part of this game would work. You would be hopping from jump hole to jump hole because that's where you won't... It'll take a little while longer, but you won't have to deal with patrols as much. And I have modified... My shields need to be altered a bit. That being said, maybe not, because I'm still like being beat to hell. I've modified the outcast so that they have the down-back weapons, like these weapons I fire right here, because... Oh, shit.
Go to.
Oh, yeah. Hey, no more radiation damage. That sound usually means I'm under attack, though. No, I'm good. Anyway. What was I saying? Smuggling. You do this. You avoid patrols. You make money. Now, if you want to be like extremely profitable, the best way to do it would be to go to the Corsair homeworld and buy the artifacts for super cheap, or the Outcast homeworld and buy Cardamine for really cheap, and then ship them both to New York. The problem is, like, New York's in the very center of the map, and the Outcast homeworld's at the very top of the map, and the Corsair homeworld's at the very bottom of the map. There is no direct path. To smuggle artifacts, you basically gotta go through the Omega systems, and you can take the long way around.
Danger. Radiation damage detected.
The Omega system or systems, and then you'll eventually end up in Space Britain, and then you can go to New York, or you can, I think this is a little more direct, go to Space Germany and then go to New York. You can probably get away with avoiding authorities more if you go slightly longer through Space Britain. You're in the Omega systems more, so you only have to worry about other criminals and bounty hunters, which is fine, because if they like you enough to not want to steal your cargo, it's nice and easy. And you only got maybe one system to... No! You can go right Magellan. Could work, I think, maybe? I don't know. If you can get into Magellan from Space Britain, you can go up.
Incoming missile.
I have one in my sights. Taking a shot.
You're on your own. Listen, I don't want to fight you. I just want to get through this. Magellan could work. But the thing is, it's no longer. You're in the independent world a whole lot more, but you don't have to deal with authorities as much. It might be quicker to go through Space Germany. However, you'll be dealing with like Space Germany almost immediately, and then you gotta go through Space Texas before you get to Space New York, and then you gotta make it to Manhattan. And in my opinion, the difference in time is very minimal because it's a very long run. and maybe that'll be some of the things I do later on in the playthrough.
All right, you're gonna get one chance. Drop it.
I don't know what you wanted. Probably my cocaine.
Go to.
And you are lane hackers, bounty hunters,
Have it your way.
police. Alright, well, at least we're getting back to the easy part of space where they don't use cruise disruptors. So that's nice. But if those police were to scan me... Wait, do they have... Yeah, they do have jurisdiction here. I'm in friggin' Space Colorado. Oh, God, leave me alone. Yeah, I'm gonna go to Space New York and grind the bounty hunters for a while because, damn.
Stay sharp.
Do missions that make the bounty hunters, or do mission, I think I'll just attack the Xenos for a while again. It's a good way to grind up rep for all the factions since they hate everyone.
Fire at will.
But yeah, this is smuggling and trading, and I don't do this too often in a game. I prefer to do missions in dogfight, but if I had, and maybe that's what I'll do when I do the missions, I'll get the CSV, which the game has default. It has got like 10,000 or something ridiculous amount of resources on it.
I'm taking on Freelancer.
Maybe that's what I'll end up doing. I'll get that, and I'll just fill that to the brim with cargo, cheap drugs or cheap artifacts, and get to New York with it. It's not the easiest thing to dogfight in. It's not easy at all, actually, now that I think about it. It's absolutely god-awful. But it that would be a good way to make some serious coin. But that was it. That's Space Japan done, and this is me flying mindlessly through space, basically just cruise engines. And yeah, next time after I get this done, we'll be going to
Keep it icy, man. I don't want to end up a corpse before my time. Because
the Omega systems are probably the closest, but I kind of want to go to the Tau systems because I want to see if the Outcast are using the Diamondbacks as they should be. Well, they aren't using the Diamondbacks. Like, they're the most elite of their fighters is using the Diamondbacks. And I don't know, I'll give like all the other factions some pretty OP guns. It would throw the game off balance, but like, for example, I kind of want to give the Americans those OP guns. However, like early game, if you when you tick off Liberty and you gotta run, if even like one or two of those guys are running with Diamondbacks, they will tear you to shreds because up until that point you've got nothing that can really withstand that kind of firepower. And that's kind of the point of like the Class 10 guns. That would make that dogfight a whole lot more interesting and annoying. Ah, screw it, I may do it anyway. Same, like, I'd like to have them all have, like, their elite fighters have some prototypes. And I might change some things, like, I've modded the game to have Junie's Defender being, like, a available fighter. And maybe that's what I'll end up doing. Maybe I'll change the elite Liberty Navy LSF patrols, like the highest level ones. I might change those into the modded Defender and give them the Class 10 guns.
target locked. Engaging bounty hunters. Black 7.
it was. I mean, early game it would be very terrifying, but late game it would be kind of. It would make it a little more interesting.
Looks like I've got some company.
Oh, leave me alone. I'm not fighting you. I'm running cocaine.
Think
I'm
that's
running
what I might have guessed.
running artifacts. The other thing I would like to do is I'd like to change patrols to capital ships every once in a while. Like, it's kind of cool flying around and you're fighting like fighters, but it'd be even cooler if you could encounter some capital ships, or like the capital ship, there'd be some capital ship combat happening. Like, it'd be kind of nice changing in one of the Liberty patrols to be a cruiser and a couple fighters instead. That'd be neat. Maybe even a battleship. And that'll be something I'm going to play with as well. Like, this game is pretty easy to modify. And the last thing I would love to do is I would love to make my own system. You can do that. The instructions are really easy, but I've never been able to get it to work. I think the problem is you have to know the coordinates of the entire universe or something. So, like, you know, they got coordinates for each system and whatever, but I actually gotta know within the whole universe where everything is reasonably exactly. And I was never able to make it work because I would love to just put a new jump hole in a spot and have it take you to a system where it's basically the Order fighting an endless wave of nomads. Like, the nomads will just endlessly send ships at each other, and capital ships. Like, the Order would throw probably like their battle. They'll have like Liberty battleships, and I mean, I don't know, their allies in the government were. Yeah, they weren't really I guess it would be the Liberty, so we'll just be throwing like Liberty battleships at like nomad battleships, and you know, you just have these spectacular several capital ship battles fight, and they would be just attacking each other.
Dock.
And I mean, you know, you can participate if you want, but it'd be mostly something to sit back and look at, really. Also, it would be a good spot to actually sell the OP weapons and stuff. Like, you would have access to this spot late game. But I never got it to work, so I think I'll work my way up on modding the ships and the weapons now, and I got that to work. I think now the next stage would be to mod the patrols and see if I can get the patrols to change. And then beyond that, glad they like me. Beyond that, it would be to modify, to see if I can add a new type of patrol.
Dock.
Oops, don't want to dock.
Destination is too far. Go to.
I am blah, blah, blah. Words. I'm right there. Yeah, that'll work. I would recommend, just before you get to your destination, turning off go to and going into free flight mode, and keep the cruise engines on as long as humanly possible. For if you are scanned and then they turn hostile, so long as you can land before they start shooting at you, they'll let you land. I've had no problems so far. I had more problem, well, actually, I mean, the cocaine run from like the rogue base up here, that was kind of profitable. You got about $300 per unit. So if you had quite a few units, you'd make quite a bit of money. But if you did it from like the source, I think you'd make almost like $1,000 profit per unit. So yeah, like you could very easily make 100,000 credits per that. Those, Trent finally gets his 1,000,000 credits and he's paid, and then he can retire on leads with Tobias or whatever he was going to do. Oh, this smuggling run been uneventful so far. I'm a little worried.
I'm showing no bogeys. Verifying bogey. Engaging rogues. Gold 0.
This is good. This is very good. Anyway, free flight mode. gonna stay close to the planet just to try to cut off as much time as humanly possible.
Retreat. They've got too much going for them. Scanner shows no more enemy targets.
Don't get too close to the atmosphere and burn up. That would be embarrassing. Target that. And basically try to stop where you normally start your docking approach. So if they were to scam me right now, it would not matter because I've already begun the docking approach. But they didn't scam me, and I made it. Yes! Hello, Space New York. It has been a while since we've been here. Now let me see, how much profit am I making from those artifacts? Planet Manhattan, New York system. Yeah, I know where I am. Yeah, I gotta repair my ship. We'll do that after. Scrap metal. Pff, sell that scrap metal. Artifacts. I get $25,000 or credits for nothing. Booyah.